Okay, hello everyone. 11:04. A bit late. Bonjour. Good morning. Happy New Year to everyone. There's Monsage who has resubbed Super Chef Doogie. Super Chef Dougie. Vol 182. Play Riot. And Monsage. JNP6626. Francis Pett have all resubbed. Giovanni Sanguili has resubbed as well. This is going way too fast. I need to make it smaller. Anyway, yeah, a lot's happened since the last stream. We've had a new year. Hello, everybody. Hello, DJ Mittens, Kirihiko, first mod in the house. We have, where is she? There, right there. We've got Fabrice from Italy. Ciao, Fabrice. Come stai? Create my comic. Pandema said in Discord, oh, Crispy is here, that nothing happens in the first 15 minutes, and unfortunately he's probably right. But we're going to start on something right now. I think I've shown this before. I started inking it in my free spare time, and I'm going to work on this while we kind of get straight in the way. Oh, thank you, Will Broussard, for the bits. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's been a while since I caught a stream. Welcome back in. It's been too long, as they say. It would be good if I had. Oh, I thought I had. One second. 1 second here. Pull that over here. There's too many things to keep track of, honestly. Thank you, Giovanni, for the bits as well. Much appreciated. Happy New Year. I'll see you at WonderCon. Oh, awesome, man. So we have Kirihiko. We have, what? That's not what I want. Has Nightbot changed their URL? I guess so. There we go. All right. So it is. It has a .tv on it. Am I coming to Como in May? I'm not. I think the first major show I'm doing, I think Ren's asleep or in the shower, potentially. Very good chance. 50-50 on that. Thank you guys for spending the day. Those of you who, actually, it's one of the playoff games, so there's a lot going on. All right, let's get caught up. Excuse me. Double Western has subbed using Prime. Black Uriah has subbed using 16 months. Black Uriah. Hello, everyone. Happy New Year. Maverick 713 has subbed using Prime. So if you're an Amazon Prime member, you get a free complimentary Twitch Prime membership. It's pretty nice. Michael Dumurgis has resubbed as well for 16 months. Awesome. Weisemer has cheered. Thank you very much for the bits. Anthony Romwell has resubbed for 12 months. Glad to meet you in Utah. That's right. I was just in Utah. I'll get to that in a little bit. But yeah, I saw Anthony in person. Pandemis and his wife came out. There was a couple other people too. Every signing at this point, there are people from the stream. It's pretty cool. Or they watch on YouTube. One or the other. A lot of kids, actually, and their parents. So shout out to all the kids that are watching and drawing along. Will Broussard has resubbed. Thank you very much. I apologize if I've missed anyone in stream. Darth Laurie has cheered. Thank you very much for the 100 bits. DJ 7500 has resubbed. Dave C. F. Prez has resubbed. And let me see. Let me count up. Spengy 4, D. Calvin, Bro Neil, Darth Laurie, Jay Rasco, Sargi, Crispy Egg Roll, 17 months. And I believe that gets me caught up. DJ Mittens has resubbed also from the very, very beginning. Mansage, Happy New Year from France. That gets me caught up, except for the new stuff that's just kind of rolled in. Lucan Pub has resubbed as well. Telejanis has resubbed. So I am caught up. So thank you very much. Yeah. So this year, what is going on this year? I started off, I was in Park City, and I thought, like, hey, hitting the slopes with the kids, the family. And what I noticed about Park City, unlike a lot of other ski places, it's right next to a major city, which is like 45 minutes away. So I did a little Yelp search, found a local comic shop, said, hey, I could do this after I kind of go out and hit the slopes. And so that's what I did. Went to Dr. Volt's Comics, and I contacted him via email the day before the appearance. And I know that's an inconvenience because it means people have to scramble. But man, they got the word out through Facebook. I mean, they had a lot more people than I thought. Probably handled a couple hundred, if not 300 people. At the end of the hour and a half, which I had allotted, there were still like 90 some odd people. I had Mason go out and count. And so I just walked the line, which is a true sort of battle-tested way of kind of getting through large crowds. It means that, I'll tell you at these store signings now, the single thing that actually slows up the line the most is the selfies, it's the photographs with the cameras. Because everyone has one. Everyone wants one at this point. I mean, they're free. So the signatures go fast. The discussions go fast, relatively fast. It's the picture taking. Everyone's got different camera, different screen locks. People don't know how to unlock their phones, blah, blah, blah. A couple phones that were dying at the last second or died. But the one thing I didn't really think about was that we were in Utah in the middle of the winter, and it was very cold. The handshakes got colder and colder. Not mine. The people coming in from the cold because they had to wait outside. And the comic books by the end were like ice bricks of comics. The ink was not drying on them because they were so cold or moist. I mean, from the condensation. So I hadn't really thought about that. It's been a while since I've done a winter signing. So I'm actually glad that it was short notice because if there was more notice, potentially more people would have come, which would have meant maybe a 3-hour wait outside, which would have been just really, I think, dangerous, honestly. So hour and a half, extended it 2 hours, took care of everyone. Really great fans, and like I said, it was great meeting a bunch of people from the stream. So that was a great way to kind of kick off the year. And what am I doing? This is just like this was just something I was messing around with. Wasn't sure what I was going to do with it, but it just has sat here on my desk, mocking me, looking at me, saying you need to finish. And so I figure I would just talk and draw, and maybe I'll do something with this later. But you can kind of see, I kind of had this idea, mostly in shadows. One second. All right. Dot Wonder Woman has resub using Prime. Kirihiko has rated us with a party of 17. Thank you very much, Kirihiko. Welcome in, followers of the No Eyeballs. Spence New 52 has resubbed. Mindfwalk has cheered 1,000 bits. Thank you very much for the generous bits. When you contact these random shops to sign in, do you think they're getting punked? Do you think they're getting punked? No, because they're contacted through DC, our DC sales team. So everything's all legit. And if I had emailed them, I would have emailed them through my business address, so they would have seen that it didn't say Jim Lee and comma, you know, dope as artist 5127 at, you know, Congo dot, I don't know, Congo, Nigeria scam dot TV, whatever. I don't know, man. Lame. Uh, Hello, Scuffner. Hello, everyone. Got a lot of people here. It's pretty cool. Great seeing everybody. I was thinking about renaming the stream to twitch.tv/dadhumor, but that in itself falls in that category. Spengy4, you coming to C2E2? They have given me an invite. So last year, I think I went to something like 24 events. All right. Hey, Trevor Kai. 24 events. That's, when I went through it all, it was pretty mind-boggling. This year, because of my new responsibilities, those events I had committed to a year and a half in advance. So I had to do all those. This year, it's going to be much more limited. I think I have 6 set up for the year. And thank you, PJ Beiser, for the bits. Thank you. Old School GGS has subbed using Prime. Cardiac Sumo 1 as well. Kuyamu has resubbed for 17 months. Can't wait to see what you have for us this year. Pity 83 from the Dutch Netherlands as opposed to the Greek Netherlands. Yes. So I think for sure, obviously, WonderCon, San Diego, New York Comic Con, those are a definite year in, year out. But after that, look, there's 3 others that I'm definitely committed to. I could list them all right now, but I don't think the shows have announced it, so I kind of want to wait for them to. People have plans on how they announce things and how they like to roll out their information. So this is interesting, this Batman piece. It's actually 11 by 17. There's like larger size paper. So you can it's rooted in darkness. There are feet in there. They're just covered in shadow. It's an ongoing point of discussion, like, just because you don't draw feet doesn't mean you don't know how to draw feet. I mean, we draw interstellar spaceships. We draw, huge choreographed battle scenes. Humans lifting cars, trains, smashing them into each other. I mean, if you think there's a problem drawing feet, okay. Anyway, Chief Corb, I don't know. Feet are overrated. Feet are smelly, weird-looking things. If you've ever really looking at a foot, I mean, you have, here's a foot tutorial. Here we go. All right. Feet are just gross. They look funny. They smell funny. They, over time, get really beat down and weird looking because of all the force. In fact, I should put up one foot and show you my right foot because it's jacked up. I'll draw it. I won't show it to you. So my right foot. Are you guys? Are you guys glad you're streamed in? You thought you were coming in to see Batman or some manga character getting drawn. I'm gonna give you a visual representation of my foot. Hello, KB Bradshaw has cheer. Thank you very much. Can I work at DC if I draw nothing but feet for other artists who don't want to draw the feet? Like I said, there's very little foot demand, amongst our readership. It's just a select few people, troublemakers online. All right, here we go. So feet actually come in all different sizes. People think like, oh, it's just a foot, but there are the feet that have basically kind of that kind of shape, right? Or all the toes are all on the same kind of level. This is the bottom. Here's the ankle. Here's the calf, the thigh, the buttocks, the abs, top part of the ab, that diaphragm, the pecs, the shoulder, the rest of the hand, palm, forearm, tricep, whatever. And then here's the person looking down. At us, right? All right. That actually is kind of like how my foot's shaped. But then there are like other people that have literally, I don't even know what it looks like, a baguette. That's the only thing I can say. It looks like this, dude. And you guys know who you are. And thank God you wear socks with Birkenstocks and all that other stuff. Like, but this is, and then the toes, like they're super long, like almost like they're fingers. At least with my foot, like they're pads. They're purposeful. They are like a base of power, so I can move forward through life. These are like alien tanglers that can. It's almost like each of these toes has their own sentience and can do things. Like one toe can operate the mouse, the other can hit ASDW and aim and shoot. Right. So you guys that have this kind of foot, like it's it's crazy. All right. Unfortunately, Mason has this kind of foot. It's crazy. It's growing longer and longer. Right. It's okay. Yeah. And so it's like the are they called enemies? No. What are they called? It's the sea life that basically, like if you put your finger and you touch it, they all kind of like contract in. What are they called? I can spell it. I can't pronounce it. So, yeah. Baguette feet. Right? Yeah, exactly. Anemones. That is the word. I don't know how to pronounce it. Anemones. Anemones? Crispy egg roll. Yeah. Amenities. Yes, that's right. Axis 1970. An enemy. Perfect. An enemy. An enemy. Whatever. Yeah. So those are freaky looking. And then, like, I don't want to say someone very close to me in the family, who likes her feet rubbed a lot. Like, they have the big toe, and then this thing is like even longer, dude. It's crazy. I have like a Frodo Hobbiton foot like that. It literally, if you took an ice scraper, you could tape it to the bottom of my foot, and that would work as sandals. Right. So anyway, from the top, my right foot, when I lived in Italy, which I talk about a lot, unfortunately. Normally they all kind of go straight, but I was going to kick a ball against this other guy that worked at Panini. I would go to Panini, their indoor soccer during the winter, and we're both going for the ball at the same time. And we're to strike the ball at the same time, and boom! Oh my god! It broke my toe. I didn't realize it, but now this toe basically goes sideways like this. Aren't you guys glad that we're... The other ones are like thankful that this guy took the hit. And actually, you know what? That's not even it. It looks like this. Right. And then the weirdest thing about it is that the toenail, for whatever reason, it's like triple the thickness right there. I don't know why. It's like it's like the cellular information, right? Because like think about it. Toenails are dead skin. You clip them off, they continue to grow, but they grow at the same density and length, rate of length as before. Whatever trauma was inflicted upon that toe, it caused the toenail to now go double. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, so this is what you get when you complain about feet. A very, very informative, rooted TMI discussion. Anyway, so yes, regret everything. Yeah, the sub bases. You know, they always show the resub. They should show the people that basically stop subbing. That would be even better. Right? Spend G4 has reneged on his sub. Angry Angry Panda 888 has cheered. Guten Tag, Jim. Guten Tag, Angry Panda 888. Wie geht's dir? Chief Corb has cheered. Thank you very much. Show us your foot. No, you don't want to see it, man. Old School GGS. Hey, it's Santiago. Just want to say hey, thanks. I had fun at Mexico with you. A pleasure. Have helped you. Oh, yes. Old Santiago from New York City. He was our translator, confidant, bodyguard, provocateur. Jesse Marsh has subbed using Prime 808. Trevor Kai has cheered as well. Base of power, yes. They talk about hips as being, when we think about baseball sports, power comes from the hips and your feet, right? So, yeah, so this toe is permanently jacked up with the mutant toenail. But yeah, I mean, the thing is, if you draw feet, if you actually think about it, movies, TV shows, they rarely show you the legs. Because the interesting part of it all is the mouth, the face. That's where the expression is. So the feet do not betray expression. Although, I take that back. If your toes curl, it can mean something. If they kind of twitch a lot, it can mean another thing. So, anyway, so there's a foot there, dude. Okay. And let's do it. Here's a knee, calf. Put some sandals on it. All right. So how do you draw a foot? It's a lot like drawing the hand. The hand, you do an offset pentagon, right? We've established that before. Right? 1 finger, 2 fingers, 3 fingers, 4 fingers, thumb. All right? Depending on the foot, you either draw a baguette and then an amise on top, or you draw an ice scraper, like I mentioned. All right, there you go. Easy peasy. But if you wanted to really get into it, I guess there's the... How would it work? The funny thing is, my father was a doctor, and when I was a kid, they would get from the medical companies that were selling, or asking them to sell their products, their medications. He had this awesome foot puzzle. It was essentially bones and tendons, and it was broken down to pieces. And so it had essentially the skin pulled off a foot, and I would assemble it over and over again. So, down to the bone. I think it was all bones and tendons, right? And I think it ended here. I had a base like that. I don't know if there are any physicians in the house that can attest to this. I don't see them too much anymore. I feel like there were probably cost-cutting measures that were done in the 80s that would prevent that from happening again. Yeah, that is what the bone looks like, more or less. There's like all these little pieces. Right? This curve here is incisional. That pad here. Got it? Hey, Ren Elephant is here. He got emerged from the shower. Welcome in. All right. We'll give this one away. Those of you who have feet like this, you know who you are. I won't. I will not foot hair shame you, but yeah, there you go. How funny would it be? You guys are saying Wolverine if he like what schnicked, like issue 300. He's like all tied up. The villain gets close and it, like claws pop out of his foot. Like, hey, I've always had this power. I just never used it. Except that if it was mine, it would be like shink, shink. That's how. Anyway, all right, let's get back to where we were. Too much, too much, too much. Dad jokes. Superhero swimmer art. TARDIS 567 has cheered. I have trouble figuring out where to use solid shadows and how large. That was a awkward pause. How large they should be, and the same with cross-hatching and how the two work together. You, sir, have just asked the question that all art hinges upon. The explanation is the sum total of every stream. If you add them all together, there's my answer. All right? Let's check it out. It's all there. All right. Let's get back to this. I have a question. I have a problem with cooking. I don't know how all these tastes go together. Please explain. Not to call you out. I mean it in a loving. I found it a funny question, kind of. See, sometimes people don't understand like how in depth they're getting with some of the questions. It seems very simple, like a very basic question. Hey, how do you do anatomy? Or hey, how do you find inspiration? But the answers are they're complicated. Unlike the feet, I should just focus on the feet. It's a lot easier. All right. I need to find a brush. Excuse me 1 second. I think I found one over here. I just have random bits of Bo Bradshaw. KB Bradshaw. I love the fact they are a husband and wife. They both have accounts. I just see them in different rooms of the house on different computers, DMing each other. Can you believe what Crispy said? That a-hole. Oh, wait, no, those are my DMs with Renee. Ren. What am I saying? All right. Look at this. I can't get any ink out of here. Where? All right. Deadline Inker has reset for 9 months. Awesome. KB Bradshaw. We're actually sitting next to each other. I know. I'm trying to. This is my, I don't want to say fantasy. This is my, you're already my bit of a joy. Don't bring reality into it. Of course you're sitting next to each other. You're husband and wife. Why would you be sitting in different rooms? You know? I'm just saying I envisioned this because that would make me smile. Of course you're next to each other. Okay, let's stop right there. Okay, let's just right this ship. We're listing a little going down a waterfall. Okay. Banana Slayer has just, I don't know what that means, but I hope it doesn't mean, yeah. Okay. No, let's just stop. Stop. Wolfie Poo, Wolfie Poo, how are you? Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and just put some more, fill in some blast. Get back to the art. That's what we're all here for, ostensibly. Okay. Who are we rooting for today? I'm trying to think. Oh, the Chargers. Did they win? How are they doing? Getting blown out. Oof. Yeah. You know, they were doing really well on the road too. Now, when you say getting blown out, like there's no chance for them to come back, or there's a chance, like are they down by like 15 points or like 30 points? 35-7 Pats. Oh, that would be 6, carry the 4, subtract 5. It's like 88 points that they're down. Wow. Ego Bird. I love it. Ego Bird, very helpful. Thank you. Yeah. That's halftime. Perfect. All right. I'm going to make this stream like 15 minutes and then we'll be done. We can go watch the rest of the game, see the Chargers come back. I wanted to see a all LA Super Bowl. That would be kind of cool. Here I haven't drawn any of this stuff in. It was just the outline, but I figure, hey, I'll just draw hints of a hand. Sure, why not? Why not? I can do whatever I want. It's my envisioning. All right. Nice thing about inking, the way I like to ink, I ink pretty loosely, freely, because I know I can always fix it with whiteout. But I also like the immediacy of slabbing in ink like this, even on the edges. It gives you a different contour and very subtle silhouette versus carefully inking up to the line. Barkley BB has subbed. Let me pause this and let it dry for a second. Tape this brush down so it doesn't do anything. Shouldn't. Mike Jones Scribbles has sub. Thank you very much. Barkley BB, as I said. Someone asked me, you ever remember a time when you weren't so precious with the lines? And yes, when I first started out, yeah. I measured the porner, the panel borders. If you put those two words together, that's what I just said. KB Bradshaw. Don't get frisky, you two. All right, so panel borders, if you put them together, yes, we're going to edit that. Victor, when you edit this, just, yeah. The panel borders, I used to measure those out. I had like a little millimeter ruler, and I would measure each one to make sure they're exact. And now I just eyeball it. In fact, probably after the first 2 or 3 months, I started eyeballing everything, right? Edit out the part of the feet. Can I tell you right now? I'm going to call it right now. Victor is going to create the clip. Jim Lee teaches how to draw podiatric image. I don't know, whatever that is. Draws feet tutorial, and that will have the most number of hits ever in the history of his VZA streams, clips. Calling it right now. Okay. All right. This looks weird to me. I'm not sure what's going on. And I say that because this is all black and I've got side lighting, but there could be a light source up here, but I got lighting over here too. It's kind of throwing me off. I don't know what the solution is, but I'm pretty sure I need to add more black shadows. Let's see what happens. Let's see where this drawing takes us. The problem is if you go too far, you can white it out, but man, it starts getting gnarly. Okay. Okay. I'll fix that might. Sure. I feel like there's something missing. I'm thinking about it. Parademon 2759. Have a good stream and good day for everyone. I go to sleep. Good night. Parademon 2759. My guess is from Italy or Spain. Abatus. Hey, Abatus, you are the best, Jim. It's been great. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thanks for the sub 12 months. Quick Draw 13 needs more black. Correct. His feet are missing. Superhero swimmer art. Missed the entire point of this entire stream. Don't worry. Those parts of the brain that don't quite get it do start connecting when you hit about 18 years old. They start. Neurons reach over, grab each other like the Americans and Russians when they conquered Nazi Germany. The handshake, information transmits, things get clear. All right. South Korea, Parademon. Nice. Okay. Curtis War, prefrontal cortex. Say that 5 times fast. D. Calvin, snarky Jim for the win. This is my normal Jim. I tune it down for you guys. I don't want people crying. This is my normal state, at least internally. Jerkly. I like that. I like that. I like that, Clay. Yes, Clayton. Jerkly. I like it. I like it. J1 George, do you get my Cintiq? Did I get a Cintiq? Yes, I did. I have not set it up yet. I'm rethinking my whole office. My wife and I are gonna just like clean out the house today, and so one of the big things I'm trying to do is figure out exactly what computers I need in my office. I have a gaming PC that I stream from, and then I have my Mac with a Cintiq. But I got the iMac Pro, which next stream, which will be next week, and maybe I'll do some color work on it. But the reason I have the PC is that it really had the OBS just runs a lot better on it, and had significantly more RAM and could handle the stream. But now I'm thinking with this new iMac Pro, it should run better. And I'm thinking, well, maybe I don't need the PC in my office. I can put it back in I have like a room full of PCs for the kids to game on, and I could just game there rather than have this thing here in my office sort of tempt me while I'm trying to work. That would reduce the number of screens from like 4 to 2.5 or so. All right. This is probably going to be the silent auction. It's a large Batman piece, so I feel like I know it's mostly in shadow, but it's something that I probably would never sell or be commissioned to do something like this, but kind of fun for the stream. And then I will do a piece that will be the giveaway. I have to figure out what that's going to be. Is it a 10 or 25 this week? Anyone know? I should have checked. Bud Frost, going with texture for all that black? Yeah, so there are parts of it that are kind of diluted looking, and so for the sake of the original, it looks better if you kind of fill it in. It's funny, when you look at the originals, you can always see the brush strokes. When you see it printed, you don't really see it. It all gets flattened out in it's the algorithm, whatever it's called, where it basically assigns a value of black or white to every bit of information. Mindfalk says, love to see your co-creation pick Gambit. I've drawn Gambit before. Yeah, 5. Yeah, sorry. Pandemus is correct. Pandemus is like, new year, new wins. I've got 4 slots for victories. Box 1. Box 2. Box 3. Box 4. Pandemus will be disappointed if he doesn't hit it 4 times this year. Mario. Maybe another Hush. I don't know. There we go. That looks a little bit better. know that looks odd, but bear with me. The comic source, putting my obligatory request for Wraith from Superman Unchained. Well, Bruce Art, when you get free time set up a gaming PC, you gotta check out Black Ops 4. I have checked out Black Ops 4. I think I was in the beta for a day. Poop Kid has resub for 17 months. Keep the PC there. You'll only be buying more coins by being out there. That is probably true. That is true. It is more social, though. Gaming with my 13-year-old son and my 5-year-old son. They get very animated. So, yeah, there's times when I definitely liked having my privacy. But when they get out there, man, they're like squealing like stuck pigs. It's crazy. They're like so into these games. But it's a lot of fun. Gaming is a fairly solitary experience, so it's nice to be able to do it communally like that. All right, let's add some detail, and then it'll look like all these blacks were kind of planned to be there. You know what? That pen is a 0.4. It's pretty thick. I want to go thinner. Chief Corb, this has helped me set up my graphic design. I don't know what that means. You know, whoever asked me that art question before, I hope they're still here. Oh, it's just, it has nothing to do with the person. It's the type of question. It's all good, man. I think if you follow the stream, you'll realize that it's pretty, as the kids like to say, chill. And we don't take things too seriously. You know, unlike Clayton. And, you know, why I'm sorry, every time I use any kid lingo, I feel like I have to mock it a little bit. I don't want you guys to think I'm trying to sound younger than I am, because I'm pretty hella old. Word. Anyway. Okay. Loosey Goosey. Yeah, that's right. This stream does not suck eggs. It's lit. Yes, Ego Bird. Hella. LMAO. Lamau, as I like to say. Zeb. Zed. Yeah. Lamau. All right. Lamau. Janella has cheered. Almost missed the stream today. What are you drawing? What am I not drawing at this point, Janella? I've drawn enemies. An enemy. I've drawn feet. Drawing a very light impaired Batman. Figgy Ninja. Looking through your Suicide Squad Unwrapped, yes. Ooh, look. Kirihiko, clip the feet. Fabrice Weirdo. Hey, Jim, can you recommend... puoi raccomandarmi un inchiostro scuro, molto scuro. I don't know what I just said. I think you said you're from Italy. I hope that made sense. Nine. I just use this one, man. This is it. Rapidograph Universal. I buy them in these little cartridges like this. They're very portable. Go through TSA. Russell Heath, what's the difference between the two versions of Hush Unwrapped? Well, the covers are different, and I think the interior one page is switched around. It's correct. 79, Massimiliano. Italiano perfetto, Jim. Jim Buzzi. Grazie, grazie, grazie. Veritas 209X. Test. Test. This is a guy that's subbed for a long time. This is the first time, long time subber, first time chatter. The hands are moving down here off screen. Okay. Skull Smoke's in trouble. Okay. Stone Cold Snake 316 black and white or color. Kind of saturated the streaming. Is it? Is it saturated? I think it's your controls, dude. It looks good on my screen. Okay. Sorry, I was letting that dry. So, to prevent this look from looking like I just drew a bunch of outlines and then filled them in with black ink, almost like a how-to colors, I'm going to transition the areas that are pure black into the white, so you don't know if I rendered it or just filled it in with black. I know this is probably not even something you guys even think about or ask. Like, I don't think you look and go like, wow, did he render that or did he fill that in black? But this is what goes through my head. And so these are the kinds of questions you should be asking when you look at art. It's like, how did they achieve that? Like, did he draw it first with ink and then render out of it? Or did he render and then trap the area that needed to be filled in and then went in with a brush? There's a lot of thinking going on. Probably too much thinking, to be honest. Correct? Do any of you guys think that? Magic. There's no magic, Jason 07. Just years of dedication, observation, and repetition. There's an earthquake somewhere? None of you guys think this? Some of you think it. Some of you think it, some of you don't think it. Leo 17, hello. Hello, Leo 17. Okay. This is a 0.005. It's really fine. I probably needed actually a 0.1 or 0.01, to be honest. But whatevs. Whatevs. See how to just drop that in. Fabrice Weirdo. Magari potessi venire a Como, ma no. Purtroppo no. Troppo occupato. Questo anno. How often do you review art from fans? Right, once every 2-3 months. I think the fear of doing it too often is that a lot of my comments and the things I point out are kind of more or less the same issues, and so I don't. It's sometimes a struggle or a challenge to find artwork where I can kind of talk about something a little different from the last time I kind of. It all boils down to you need to practice more, be a little more analytical in your decision making, and just practice more. I could tell you right now, I could create a VZA stream, Jim Lee's tips on how to improve your art, and it literally would be 5 seconds. It'd be like, just practice, check in with me 6 months from now, compare the two. There you go. I'll save you an hour or half an hour of watching me drone on about enemies and ice scrapers and baguettes and all that other stuff. I should do one. I don't need Victor to do these clips. I could just clip that part, put it out there. I'm done. I'll have a whole series. Lesson 1 will be that. Lesson 2, exactly the same thing. Lesson 3, exactly the same thing. Lesson 4, you get it. You get the idea, right? Lamau. Yeah, see, Victor knows. I could be putting him out of business. I don't even know what that noise was. That I want to recall that tick, that Tourette's inspired, whatever. Yeah, VA. Let's just give a shout out to Victor. The guy is super dedicated. I don't know how his wife puts up with it. I could just see that guy in his home at the computer screen, DMing with KB and Brad. Can you believe what Crispy said? And he's just looking at video where I'm going, and then he's got to rewind it. And then he's got to edit. He gets it down to, and he goes, okay, I'll put that next to this and put this next to that. Actually, he's probably just using a bot at this point. It just like slices every 15 seconds out of a minute, puts it all together. Yeah. That's what I hear when I see my own streams. That's how I sound. The fantasy has grown. Basta così. All right. Have a new ringtone. Very good, Pendonis. Yes. Oh my God. Could that be the most annoying ringtone ever? I like it. I like it. I like it. I do. Look, I hate annoying things, but then when it gets super, super annoying, I love it. I'm just that type of person. I was telling some of the mods, I was in Salt Lake City. I had an Uber. I had an Uber everywhere, but I had this Uber driver where I thought he was literally high on like meth and he was going to kill me because he was like super animated, talking all the time. And while he was driving, he would look back over his shoulder at me while he's talking to me. I'm like, dude, the car is moving every time he looked over his shoulder, the car like drifted that way. And we're on these icy, snowy roads through these valleys, and he's like talking about real estate, and then he jumps to Bitcoin, and then he jumps back. I mean, he's like all over the place. It almost didn't matter what I replied. He just kept going on and on. I thought like, oh my God, I'm gonna die in an Uber, and it's not even the really nice Uber. It was Uber X. Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying. Lamau. Anyway, but it was so, and the guy had a pretty good rating. It was like 4.7. I don't know. And Blue Boy 97, Dylan Dog C, and then I told I don't know, it was Ren or Crispy. I hope you gave him a low rating. I said absolutely not. I gave him 5 stars because why would I deprive another human being of the same experience I just had, right? Right. Nova Primex, do you remember Amalgam Comics? Yes, I do. Froyo guy. when we imagine froyo guy, are we thinking like a V-shaped physique or something that looks like a cone with a bunch of froyo on top? I don't know. What's the visual? Kuyamu, yes, I can. Whilst from CCG, did I miss the punchline to the Uber joke? No, there's no. It's not an Uber joke. I was just saying that sometimes when things are so bad, I find them interesting, like they're good stories. There's another one I'll share with you guys. You guys know what Yelp is, right? Sounds so stupid saying that. You guys have heard of the internet, right? It's that thing that's on your phone. DJ Mittens. Yeah, you missed that whole story, DJ. Yeah. How do you stay so keen and enthusiastic after so long? I don't know, man. Yeah. No, I wish I could troll on Yelp. I would lose my job. Someone would find something I said about some restaurant, and then they'll get social media backlash, and I'd lose my job. He was scallions shaming this restaurant. He didn't like the shape of their scallions. Okay, yeah, so if you go into Yelp, okay, I don't even know what, let's see if this will even work. Yelp, Claude, Ski, LA, California. Let's see where. Yeah. The store is called Ski Net Sports. Okay, so I was skiing. I've got ski boots. I'm thinking maybe I can get a better fit. So I start Googling in the LA area. Is there a place that sells boots, right? If you Google Ski Net Sports, it'll pop up. Please do not call or harass this person. Please, absolutely not. This is just a funny thing. I thought, oh, wow, there's a place dedicated to skis. And this is what I was looking for. I didn't want like a Big Five or, you know, a generic sporting good store. I want something, someone that knows and like lives and breathes like skiing, right? And then I start reading the reviews, and then it's got four. I think this is it. I hope this is it. Yeah, it's like 4 stars, 66 reviews. That's pretty good. And I start reading the reviews, and it literally is. You have to read the 1-star reviews. All right, Rodnell, stop. That's not what I said. So I started reading the 1-star reviews, and it just I was like, oh my god, this is literally like the soup Nazi in that really old black and white TV show called Seinfeld. You kids might have heard your parents talk about back in the day. It was one of the first talkies. And talkie is a show that like when the transition from silent TV shows to shows with audio content. It was it wasn't show wasn't much about anything, but it had the audio. And there's a character called the Soup Nazi, and then the sushi Nazi, and this guy is he's like the ski boot Nazi. If you read the 1-star review, I just started reading, go like, oh my god, I'm scared to walk into this place. He's just gonna grab $700 out of my hand, throw these boots on me, and not ask me anything. Yeah, superhero swimmer, you are next to super old. And anyway, so I'm tempted to go in, but I'm scared. Scared. Skerd. Scared. And yeah. But I kind of almost want to go for that crazy experience. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, Froyo guy. All right. I don't have my reading glasses. Everything's a blur to me, man. All right. What are we gonna do for the giveaway, guys? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, crispies and cool people. Thank you, Chunky Style 33030. Dark Claw Nova Prime X. His amalgam question pays off 15 minutes later in stream. Dark Claw. Sorry, I find it funny. All right. Feet. I could draw the black manta. Yeah, I do like it. Yes, let's do that. Crispy egg roll with the yearly cool idea. Black manta to celebrate Aquaman crossing the $1 billion mark. I don't know if it's happened yet, but it should happen. I heard it was projected to happen this weekend, which is amazing. Who would have thunk it? Aquaman. Box office goes Dark Knight Rises, and then Aquaman, and then Dark Knight, potentially. I mean, it's crazy. Although, to be fair, The Dark Knight came out years ago, and so you have to call it a dollar, gross up the dollars to modern day dollars. There's a little bit of subtlety in that shadow there. All right. Let's fix this up here. The comic source. I'm rooting for LA, dude. The St. Louis Rams. That's who I'm rooting for. I want to see LA crush it in a major sport championship so that we can all not celebrate here. The fans here are just really a little on the, I don't know, more docile side. I always tell my kids how on the East Coast they're like crazy feral animals about their sports, everything. Here, the World Series, people still show up third inning, leave at the seventh inning stretch, beat the traffic, get home, have their latte, go to bed. On the East Coast, I remember I went to a baseball game, just a regular baseball game at Veteran Stadium, I believe. Is it Veteran Stadium? The one in Philly? I wore a Yankee shirt. I don't know what I was thinking. This how stupid I was. I figured, just show my love of the sport. Look, I root for this team. Oh, but this team doesn't play here. But how ironic is that? And people were literally dropping F-bombs every time I went to get a hot dog or use a bathroom. People were like standing up and just throwing things at me and just like cursing me out. I feared for my life, honestly. Yeah. All right. I didn't realize I was trolling the Philly fan base so hard. Oh, you know what? Someone was saying they were annoyed with the chat. 1 second, guys. There we go. Just move the chat a little higher. Mr. Raha 99. Oh, there are many different cultures in these so-called United States. Thank you very much, Beer Stain, with hosting up to 6 viewers. Telehannes, I will never comprehend sports fanaticism, yet you are on a dedicated stream site to watch a very old man draw pictures of imaginary characters standing in the shadows looking grim and conversing with other people, like-minded people from all around the world. I was giving you time to think about it. Okay, we're back. I don't know what else I can add to this. What do I want to do? Oh, I know what I want to do. So I've got these phalanges over here, nothing over here. So it feels odd to me, like it's almost like they're not the same characters. Let me add several phalanges. Does that look better? I'm going to probably shrink these phalanges down a little bit. Goku, I could draw Goku behind him, like his new Robin. That'd be kind of funny. Queen City Amusement, thank you very much for the bits. Okay. Dot Wonder Woman, you are not old at all. You fell into my trap. That, Madame, is the, what is it? The plea for sympathy. The look at me, woe's me. Right? I just drew this little crappy drawing. Oh no, it's not so crappy. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I feel like a giant penny would be in order. There's some white out down here. By the way, the J in my name would be pronounced as a Y, so that would be the Spanish way. Tele, tele, telenis, tele, Telianis. Would that be correct? Telianis? Veritas is not a race. Not a race. Wait, it is a race because time is absolute. And there's only so many images we can all produce in our lifetimes. So, wait, is it a race? I don't know. I'll think about it some more. I'll get back to you on that. But in the meantime, do not fret. I've had a head start on you by many years. And I've probably drawn Batman standing in a cave. I think at least 12 times. 99 Luft balloons. Why? Why? Kirihiko. Warum? No, there's no T-Rex. Sorry. All right. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. 12, 18. Okay. Okay. Here's a penny. You know, I'll just say that my life back in the day, the way they depicted Abraham Lincoln was a lot better. I don't like these new pennies, the drawings, these new coins. They're just not as defined. Okay. Okay. I say that a lot. Sorry. Is he holding nunchucks? I think he should be holding a nunchuck. Batman doesn't use nunchucks. Link 52017. Anyone here an artist, but the more you watch the stream, the more you want to try drawing? Absolutely. I think that's the point of it. He does now. Should he draw a nunchuck? I mean, should he hold a nunchuck? Batarang. He could hold a batarang. I am drawing Michael Elfin art. Oh, I love it. I don't know why I find that funny. He's what's the word? Indignant. I feel like we're breaking out all the SAT words, phalanges. Lamau. Indignant. So if you are a kid, say, I remember learning that word through that stream with that kooky old dude. Bad jokes. You should have drawn Goku on the drum. L-I-B Liberty. Gotta spell it backwards. Libert. B-E-R-T-Y. Hard to spell backwards. You know, as much traction as that Goku stuff got and the fun we had with it, if you notice, I haven't really leaned too heavily into it. Now, let me tell you why. Because I would hate for anyone associated with the cartoon or the creator to ever feel like I was mocking them, and it's definitely not about that. It's a celebration of really just the art form and creativity and all that stuff. So, like I said, I think it's good to have our yucks and our fun, but it's never at anyone's expense. Unless your name happens to rhyme with Trispy. So that's kind of where I land on things. All right. And then if anyone is the artist that drew the new coin, I apologize. I didn't mean to overly criticize. I'd be that guy like, oh, it was Abraham Lincoln was drawn better on the 1943 wheat penny. Sure it is, jerkly. Vegeta. Yes. Yeah, Mr. Raha 99. Absolutely, man. Can I tell you something? When you draw something and it gets shown or someone else sees it, that act of sharing, that act of communicating visually, it's a form of communication. Person gets judged. I mean, it's you know, you are opening yourself up. Life's too short to be negative and judgmental. I'm thinking about putting a lot of blacks into that penny, rendering the heck out of it. Even though I'll kind of lose this arm. But I'm not. Or am I? I don't know. I could do the giveaway too. Okay. All right. Why the penny again? What's with all the coinage? In the future, they're gonna have to revise the Batcave. We'll be in a cashless society. Like that big typewriter that he's got. Outdated. He'll have like an old school iMac or something instead. Here I'm just laying on textures. I'm not sure what I'm doing. I don't want to get to black, but I want to definitely not have it just be this thing that's just hanging out there all white. And you know what? I'm going to stop. And this will be a silent auction, but not for this stream. I want to add more to it. I don't want to rush it out. I have ideas. All right, so I'll put that away for now. You can kind of see how it's coming along. Here, I'll put it at the right angle so it doesn't look like his head's so small. All right, like look at that versus that. And when I say that, let me turn the light so that it's shining. All right, so this is kind of how it looks. Okay. Ow. All right. Okay, now I hope I don't back up over it with my drawing. My chair. What am I saying? Okay. Black Manta. All right. All right. Black Manta movie. Let's do the costume in the movie. There we go. All right. This is going to be pretty easy. He's essentially like a robot. And he's got round shapes, which makes it actually even easier. Right? So, at the same time, you want to be mindful. You don't want to draw the trees and lose sight of the forest. And what I mean by that is a forest has a distinct shape and silhouette made up of little trees. So you want to figure out the forest first and then do the trees. So when I look at the head, I see a giant eyeball. It's the shape of an eyeball. Or an eye. Sorry, an eyeball's a sphere. Okay. Little neck, And then pretty much like a figure with wide shoulders, but a humanoid figure for the most part. Okay. Okay. Now, where it gets exaggerated, and people might start losing the figure because of the silhouette. He's got a backpack, and that backpack's pretty large, and it basically makes his shoulders look massive. And then you have the tubes that kind of come out like that. And then the eyes, and then the eyeballs themselves look like eyeballs. Coin hero power. I can draw slower if you want. Hold on, watch. That's my serious look. Oh, but it would be a very slow stream. All right. Art Night Rises. Have you been working out? Why, yes, I have. No, it's just a very small shirt. They sent me a small. Yeah. Okay. So I think that's pretty much it, right? I think there's some lines here, lines there. Oh, he did have the knife. Kind of want to put that knife in there. So let's just pop in this. And actually, this curves more like that. I should draw him and have him like hold $1 billion. $1 billion. All right. .8 marker. Could probably use a .4. Might be better over here. Found these .4s and I've just kind of fallen in love with them. I used to really use a .2. My first love was a 5. Then I went to a 3, and then a 2. I got disenchanted with the 2s, moved to this 4, which gives you a thick line, but if you move it fast enough, it starts looking like a .3. I'm just rambling at this point. You guys are like, what is he talking about? I found that it helps to whistle while you draw. Now, what I'm envisioning in my head is a lot of dry brush. I'm going to do something that looks a little more battle tested in terms of texture. In the movie, he had a very kind of smooth, yet matte kind of coating. You know, like those cars that have sort of that shiny but kind of flat appearance. And I'm going to do something that going to have a lot more scratch on it. It's a technical art term that we like to use internally. You know. Um, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what Jacques Camarao said. Danny of Ver Art, after drawing for 10 plus hours, are there tricks you could use to avoid hand pain? Yeah, I stopped drawing. I stopped drawing. That is the single best way of making your hand stop from hurting. You can soak it in hot water and cold water, alternating. But that's only temporary relief. For real relief, you have to stop drawing. But don't stop drawing, because you'll find that if you draw a lot of 10-hour days, your body gets used to it and it will stop hurting. But if you stop 10-hour days, like I would fear having to sit down and draw for 10 hours. I'm just not physically in shape. It would be very painful. I've heard that Adam Warren is doing warm-up drawings and cool-down sketches. He's like a racehorse or a racing car. Yeah, I think that's interesting. I don't do that, but everyone works differently. I would just say you do you, as the kids like to say. Watch the streams, listen to people's experiences, but then you're going to have a very different reaction or approach to everything in life. Always recognize that. That you must always recognize. I don't know what I just did there. Sorry. That's the problem with these live sequences. Unlike Victor, he can edit all that out. It's like people don't want to see this, Jim. They don't want to hear that. Don Knott says Yoda. Nice intergenerational reference that loses at least half the audience. Don Knotts was the master, wasn't he? What a guy. It would have been kind of cool to have met him. Big Don Knotts fan. Andy Griffith Show. Mayberry. I enjoy the crazy stuff you say. I don't think it's crazy. Lilianator 19. I love your work. I got into comics because of you and Jeff Johns. Greetings from Spain. Greetings yourself. Noah Can't Game has subbed. Calm Black Guy has subbed. Queen City Amusements has cheered 100. Daniel J. Bosco has cheered as well. Thank you very much. Queen City Amusements as well. Jawamo 727 has subbed. Janella has cheered. Aquaman's already past the billion mark. Yep, I've been getting messages from friends that are informing me. So that's very cool. Congratulations to James Wan, Jason Momoa, Amber Heard, and the rest of the gang. Pretty cool accomplishment. Beer Stain has hosted with 6 viewers. Awesome. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing. What just happened? I just noticed your t-shirt. Do I play PUBG? Define the word play. Do I move my cursor around? Pick up objects off the ground? Try to shoot my foe in the back? Try to hit them with my Mac 10. There's no Mac 10. Anyway, stop. I guess I do play a lot. I try to play. Well, I'm just horrible at the game. Just off. That's why I play it. If I was good at it, I would stop. And that is the truth. I have tried the snow map. It's pretty good. I like to drop into castle a lot. That's a lot of fun. I know this is going to be mostly black, so I can kind of just get very loose with the shapes. If you notice, I closed my eyes while I was drawing that sword. I was feeling the shape of the sword. I screwed it up rather than trying to draw it. I was trying to focus on trying to draw something that felt symmetrical versus looked symmetrical, because if you try to draw it looking symmetrical, sometimes it falls apart. Okay, here's kind of what I got so far. Chili dogs overrated. Link 52017. 9. The DQ chili dog is one of the finest chili dogs in the world. Go check it out. Eck 1975. How do you know you've been doing this for a while? You don't need to look at what you're drawing. Well, no, there's certain things. Like if I draw clouds or anything that's really organic, right? I usually don't go and do, well, clouds I might do because they're very kind of mannered. But if like Wonder Woman's lasso is flying through there, I don't want to look. I just kind of, you can just right. It's better to throw a shape so it feels like it is free of any pattern or force other than randomness. If I were to do this, it just starts looking kind of fake and fussy to me. So anytime I draw like Batman shooting his batarang cord or whatever it's called, that's kind of the when the line like shoots out. That's so if you look at Hush, all the times I've drawn that, that's the speed at which I draw that. All right, so let's draw. All right, let's light sources underneath. Doc Multiverse. How often do I start over? I will start over. I just put the piece of paper away and I grab another piece of paper. Although I will also erase the heck out of something that I've drawn over and over again. There's no one sees all the work that led up to the final drawing. They only see and experience the final drawing, unless you're streaming it, of course. So there's no shame in erasing. It's no big deal. It's just funny, like when I've drawn live in stream, people are like, oh my gosh, he erases so much. I'm like, what does that matter? Like, isn't the whole point to get something that you are happy with? And for me to get happy with it, I'm going to sort of experiment and try to see all the different versions of this idea that I have in my head and improve upon it, express it, all that good stuff. Okay. Sugar-Free Daddy has sub. Thank you very much. Holy Arts and Crafts Batman has resub for 13 months. Just watched Aquaman 270 degrees yesterday. The visuals are stunning. Ooh, that's kind of cool. I didn't know that something like that existed. That's very cool. Having that kind of immersive underwater experience would be pretty cool, I think. Yes. All right. Turn the page to play to your strengths. Know where your best lines come from, what angle they kind of exit your hand, and lean into that. You'll find that there's ergonomics to what you do. I'm not sure what that means, but it sounded kind of smart. I'm going to stand by it. Victor, please make a clip. Jim Lee explains how to draw ergonomically. Stat. Do I ever play around Copics? I'm not a big fan of Copics. I don't like the bleed effect. I do not like it. And by bleed effect, I mean, when you run it over one marker, it's not laying down a flat value. Some people are great at it. I'm not knocking the people that use it. I personally am not a fan. I've tried it. Forgot the rest of this tube. DJ Mittens, I can't afford those pens. Neither can I. My kids ask for them, like those bricks with like 200 markers or something that cost like $400 or something like that. I'm like, good luck making money from that. I don't know, man. I was raised with such middle class attitudes. My parents got on me for leaving the light switch on in the bedroom. So I can't help it, but every time I see like a light switch on, I have to go in. No one's in there, we got to turn it off. Why'd you leave the light switch on? Even with paper, I can't throw away blank paper. Like even when I did this thing, I'm like, oh, I did it on 9 by 12 paper. I kind of blew a sheet. That sheet probably costs 50 cents. I'm a professional artist. I should be going through paper like crazy. It should mean nothing. It's like tennis players. Pro tennis players have like 20 rackets, or a bass player in a guitar in a band, a pro band. They've got like 15 guitars on stage. Smash them on the ground. Here I am worried about, I'm going to save this piece of paper for later. It might be my Mona Lisa. Oh my gosh. Sad. I'm trying to get better at it. I'm trying to liberate myself from the conditioning my parents have instilled in me. It's a race between that and the end of my life. I feel like it's going to be an ongoing thing that I'll do forever. It's good to have goals. All right. Petri23 has sub. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Anyway, I hope you guys all had a very good New Year's, end of the year. We got through that time together. It's always one of the more stressful times of the year. And nice, of course. It's always good. So have the charges come back yet? $14 to $41. Ooh, they're coming back. All right. I just realized this helmet is gigantic, so it would cast a much bigger shadow. So let's go broader with that shadow. Get it in there. Okay. Okay. Wolf Bias. Wolf Bias has sub using Prime. Thank you very much. Welcome in. All right. Sugar Free Daddy. Hey, Jim, any advice for writers breaking into comics? Yeah, convince Victor to set up clips of writers giving their thoughts and strategies of how they got into business, how they work. I think that would actually be really interesting. I mean that seriously. Right about there. There you go, guys. Happy now? See? So much better. All right. Michael Domergus, yes, I do have to. I think there's a tendency, when I'm just speaking off the cuff, to just be as flippant as possible. I'm trying to enjoy myself. There's nothing better than someone who takes themselves too seriously. And you can check Yelp for that. All right, so I'm going to do a check. Look at that eye, look at that eye. I noticed looking this way, they looked off. I'm looking this way, they look even more off. They're not the same. So in this case, you look for the one that's smaller, and that's the one you're going to work towards. So let's see what happens if I do this. Okay. And then given where that is, that should be over here. So this is too much. Now, if this were pencil, see, if this was like something that was going to get published, I would do this all in pencil, right? So I kind of inked in pencil. All right, yeah, that's what I meant to say. All right, just working off the. Look what this is. So I gotta basically put this up here. This is right here. This is the midpoint, so it's really gotta go here. Although if the head's slightly turned, it doesn't have to be as symmetrical as I'm making it, but I'm just gonna go for it and see what happens. If I do this all upside down, I flip it over and it looks wrong, then I've royally screwed up. As we approach the end, a couple things we like to do. We have the mod appreciation hour where we want to thank all our lovely mods, starting with Kirihiko and Ren Elephant and Crispy Egg Roll. These are the people that sacrifice their precious free time, making sure this stream is as good as it can be, and they have created and worked the Discord channel. If you guys don't know what the Discord channel is, but it's something that basically sits adjacent to this stream that people can communicate and get information and share their love of comics and pop culture, movies, games, whatnot, with one another. So please check that out. But they work on that in between the streams. They organize the giveaways. They provide the infrastructure so I can kind of just focus on the content. It's probably debatable if I should spend more time focus on the content, but they afford me that opportunity. So thank you very much to Kirihiko, Crispy Egg Roll, Ren Elephant for your dedication. Thank all the people that tuned in, even though there's some exciting football games where the Chargers are about to perform the greatest comeback of all time. There we go. And afterwards, we usually go raid someone else to kind of show our appreciation for the arts and other people that give up their free time to share their creativity with others on this platform. So Kate's going to load something up. So if you guys have even just 5 minutes to spare afterwards, it's always good to kind of go in and say hi to people. Usually they're younger people that are trying to kind of make their mark in the world. And I'm sure it's really appreciated when you guys come in and provide them your general enthusiasm and good cheer. And so we'll be doing that afterwards, so you can guys join me in that. I usually go and hang out for a bit as well. And the next stream will be next weekend. And so I think there will be streams the next 2 weekends. Like I said, there's still going to be a mid-stream, like usually in the evening, of a cover I need to do. I just need to organize when that's going to happen internally at DC. It's a DC kind of thing. So look for that in Discord. You'll see an announcement. But it'll be in the evening, which will be easier, I think, for some of our overseas people that tune in. Okay. All right. I'm just going to finish this up. We're going to give this away. We're going to give the foot thing away. The foot thing will be for everyone. This is a sub 10 if you're new to the stream, that's all gonna sound like weird jargon and not make any sense. But if you hang out a few times, you'll get the hang of it. People are very helpful in stream. And it's not as complicated as it sounds. Okay. He looks like an owl with these things here. I'm going to have to edit that out. Okay. All right. We'll do a little dry brush effect here with my finger. If I did it well, it'd be better. Let's see if I can do this here. Create some textures up here. Maybe not. Let's see if I can do that better. Or not. Okay. Queen City Amusements. This is wicked awesome. Thank you very much, Queen City Amusements. Thank you for the bits. All right. Okay, we're going to do the giveaway after I splatter a little bit down here. I was using a white card. White card works well. Usually I use plastic, but the paper on this was giving me a little bit of a different bounce and smaller dots. So I was kind of digging it. Maybe one more set right here. Okay. Fantastique. There we go. Another stream down. All right. Let's do this. Where's my Nightbot? All right. Let's see if I can jump underneath here. All right. The way this works, it's active keyword. It's gonna the stream is just gonna go to emoticons, and you need to type in a very specific emoticon. The emoticon is lowercase Jim Lee, capital MACE. And if you do that, you will see yeah, you'll see something else that you'll see Mason's face. Did I do it right? Yes, I did. There you go. That means you're eligible to win. Okay. Okay, there's a bit of a lag, so bear with me while I load up the raid info, while we wait for you guys to all get loaded in. You basically need to type that in now, just once, and then you're automatically enrolled. Oh, the giveaway level will be $5 today? It's 5. Okay, I take it back. It's for subs only. You don't have to type anything in. All right, let's redo that and start over. There we go. You can type whatever you want. Sub only. Okay, I'll let it all load in. Thank you, mods. Mods, you guys have a rating party. Can you type it into the chat, to the mod form? Meanwhile, make some other improvements. Kind of want to work on the silhouette here. Kind of work on some of these silhouettes a little bit, tighten it up. All right, guys. Good luck, everybody. The winner is Einstein Jinsom, a following since December 13th last year. Congrats to Einstein Jinsom. Reach out to you via Discord, so please set up something. Einstein Janson. I hope I've pronounced your name correctly. Jansonnet, or maybe it's Jansonnet. Einstein Jansonnet. French is what I would imagine. If you live in France, I'm going to have you PayPal me $40 cover postage. Okay? All right. Okay, and now this other one, it's open to everybody. So you just need to type anything in the chat to win this wonderful baguette foot. An enemy. There you go. I think some of my best work for all you people that have to have feet. There you go. More feet than you can possibly want. While we're waiting for everyone to kind of load in, it's a tip of a toe. Oh. I don't even know what that is. That was, I'm going to take that back. It's not there. There, it's gone. All right. Okay, guys, good luck. Here we go. Wait. Okay, sorry. You have to say something in chat, sorry. It's showing 0 eligible users. Hold on. It needs to update. All right. Hold on. I'm going to reset this. All right, so you need to type something into chat. Right now, Mindfuck is the only possible winner. There's a delay, though. This software is just... There we go. Now we're up to 61 eligible users. Went from 1 to 61. Still stuck at 61. There are a lot more than 61 people in chat. 191. I'll give it another second or so. Let me load into... Okay, we got this here. All right, got that all set up. All right, guys, I'm going to roll this now for the Foots. Good luck, everyone. It's open to anyone. It'll cost you $20 for postage and handling if you're in the U.S., $40 if you're international. All right, and then the this Batman piece, then I'm going to add more elements of the Batcave in the background. I will finish the next stream, and that will be a silent auction. It's 11 by 17. It's a larger piece. I kind of want to do a little bit of justice. All right. So anyway, thank you very much for tuning in. Really appreciate you guys taking the time out of your day to come by. Again, we're going to go raid someone else, and I'll see you guys next Sunday. All right? Have a good one. The winner is F. Adamson. Is it FL? Yeah, sorry. It's FL Adamson. Following since December 16th of last year. And a sub. Congrats, Flatism. All right. See you guys later. Let's go do a raid.